Hey friends, welcome to the channel. Today in this video we're going to solve the very first problem, which is songs of week 7 of CS50, right? So to see the requirements, you already know, come to this particular URL, CS50 Harvard.edu x25 PSet 7. Okay, so this is the problem that we're going to solve today. Click here to see the requirements, and as it loads, so once you come here and once you read the entire description, what you will recognize is we have to write some SQL commands, right? And we already learned about the SQL commands in the lecture video that we got from CS50 team, right? So the very first thing that we have to always do is we have to open a Visual Studio Code. On the left we have an option to do that, so click or command click. I'll command click, and then once you come here, what you will see is you will need to log in using your GitHub account. So click on login, and once you do that, this is the window that you'll see, right? The left might be slightly different for you, but I like to organize all my assignments according to the folders that they are supposed to be in, right? So since this is week 7, we'll first create a folder called week 7. So in the terminal window, I'll say mkdir week 7, press enter, and then here we go, we have a folder now, right? So we will navigate into this folder, cd week 7, press enter, and then here we are inside this folder, right? So what you will see is we have a distribution code that is given. Once you come to the description, scroll down slightly, and getting started, download the distribution code. So I'll expand this and I'll copy this entire terminal command. I'll come back here in our Visual Studio Code window. I'll paste the command, and then as you can see, we now have a songs.zip file, a zip file, right? So I'll clear the screen saying clear or command K or control K. And once that is done, we'll need to unzip this particular zip file. So I'll say unzip songs.zip, I'll press enter, and we should now have a folder. There we go. So I'll get rid of the .zip file. I'll say rm songs.zip, press enter. It will ask sure, yes I am. So I'll type y, press enter. Okay, the zip file is gone, and this is the folder that we have. So I'll navigate into this folder called songs, cd songs, press enter. Okay, here we are now, week 7 songs. This is where we are currently at, right? So what you will see is we are given a database called songs.db, and we have to write SQL commands to do certain things that are described. Let me close this. If you come down, these are the commands that we have to write. So in the first file, which is one.sql, we have to write a SQL query to list the names of all songs in the database, right? What you will also see is we also have another file called answers.txt. For that, we have to answer different questions, which are over here, Spotify Wrapped. And once that is done, what we will also notice is finally we have a songs.db. So how do we figure things out? Like, all of these are empty files as of now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and then answers.txt. Okay, so what you'll see is all of these are empty files, right? We just have to populate them with the SQL commands that are required or that are asked, right? So the very first thing we will need to do is we will need to know the schema of the songs.db file. What I mean by that is we will need to know how the data is structured in this particular database, right? So the very first thing we will do is we'll come in the terminal, and then here, understanding provided blah blah blah. Basically what we need to do is first we need to navigate into this particular database. We do this by saying this SQLite3, which is the language that we are using, and then we'll go into the file that we want to go, so songs.db. So I'll copy this command, and then I'll come back here into our window, I'll paste it, press enter. Now you will see we are inside this particular database, right? So to see the structure, we will say when this is prompted, we type this .schema. So we'll do exactly that, schema. Okay, so let me make this slightly bigger. So as you can see, this is the structure, right, of the entire database. There are two tables. First table is called songs, right? That is table A, for example, and then the second table is called artists, right? But also you will notice is these two tables are connected with each other with an ID called integer. Like, this is the common thing that they have. They also have name called text, but sometimes what happens is like two artists may have the same name, right? So we use a very unique thing that can only be associated with one particular artist, which is basically our ID, right? ID integer and ID integer. Okay, once this is done, once we know the schema, we will see the requirement, as in In the first file, what do we need to write? We need to write a SQL query to list the names of all the songs in the database, right? So we have to list the names. How do we do that? Remember from the lecture, what we will need to do is we will need to say select. We are selecting something, but what are we selecting? We are selecting name, right? Because we have to list the names of all the songs. So that is excellent. From songs, which is basically like the entire songs table. We are choosing all the names from that thing, and I'll press enter. Okay, I also need a semicolon. I'll press enter, and as you can see, we got it, which is excellent. So basically I'll copy this command now, and I'll just paste it in the first file, which is 1.sql, and this should be good to go. And then will close this file. One is done. So for a second, let me clear the screen. And now for the second, we need to write a SQL command to list the names of all the songs in increasing order of tempo. So basically we do know, if I do .schema again, you do know that there should be something called a tempo here. Tempo, which is a real data type. Anywho, what we are going to do is we will say select, whoopsie. What are we selecting? Again, the names. So that is exactly what we will do. Select name from. Select and from should always be capital. That is kind of a rule. Select name from songs. But what we want to do is we want to order them in with the increasing tempo, right? So I'll say order by and then tempo, but in what order? We want for it to be increasing, as in starting from lesser values, like smaller values, and then go up, right? So from tempo ASC as in ascending order, right? And hopefully this works. Press enter. Okay, looks like we did get something, which is excellent. So I'll copy this command and I will paste it here. Hopefully that is correct. I'll close this. Now again, I'll clear the screen and I'll display the schema, and then 3.sql. What do we need to do? Okay, for the third problem, what we are supposed to do is we have to list the name of top 5 longest songs in descending order of length. So the keyword here is the length of it, right? Longest songs. So what we will do is we are again listing the names. So I'll say select name from songs table, but what we want to do is we want to order it by duration underscore ms. So we have a duration ms integer, and what this stores is the duration in milliseconds of the song, right? But what we want to do is we want to have the 5 longest, as in we would want the list to start from the longest song, and then the second longest song, and then the third, and so on and so forth, right? So what I want to do is by duration and DESC, descending order, right? For ascending you don't really need to write it, but for descending it is compulsory. So we want to list the songs in descending order, but we also want to have a limit of 5 songs, okay, as in 5 items, and this should hopefully work. I'll copy this. Let's check whether or not it works. I'll paste it here and I will press enter. There we go. Excellent. So once this is done, I'll clear the screen again, schema, and then number 3 is done. Number 4, what does it ask? In number 4, write a SQL command to list the names of any song that have danceability, energy, or valence greater than 0.75. Okay, cool. So again, we are doing the same thing. We are writing select. We are selecting the name from songs, of course, but what we are specifying is the fact that we want to have where a certain condition is met, and the conditions that we have is dance. Okay, let me just copy the spelling. I don't want to type it out on my own. Danceability is greater than 0.75, right? Yep, any of these is greater than 75. Is it any or that have danceability? Okay, and as in we would have to have all the conditions met, and again energy is greater than 0.75, and one final condition is valence greater than 0.75. I will add a semicolon and hopefully this works. Let's see if this does work. Paste it. There we go. It did work, which is excellent. So we got number 4. I will not close this file as of now. We will need it later. So number 5. Let's see. Let me clear this terminal again. Schema. Okay, number 5 asks for returns the average energy of all the songs. Okay, I'll close 4, we might need 5. So we want to return the average energy of all songs. So what we will see here is we should have something called energy. Okay, we have an energy and we want to find the average of it. In SQL it's comparatively easier to find the average of something. So what we will do is we'll say select, and I'll say average. We want the average of energy, ENERGY, from songs, and hopefully that works. I'll paste it here. There we go, we got the energy. That is excellent. And number 6, let's see what it wants. Number 6 wants us to write a SQL query that lists the names of the songs that are by Post Malone, right? But what you will also say is you should not make any assumptions about what his artist ID is, right? So basically we want to check by his name. So let's see. What we have to do here is, first we have to navigate into the artist table with the name that we have, Post Malone, and then we have to find the ID associated with it, and then we have to use that particular ID, which is our artist ID, and then we have to like use that ID to get the songs that are associated with his ID, right? Okay, excellent. So let's do that. Select name from songs. We want the name of the songs where artist underscore ID is equals to, we want some way of grabbing the ID from here, right? So we will write it within the braces. So I'll say select name from artist where name is equals to name as in here, POSTMALONE. We can use single or double quotes, either is fine. Oh, do we want the name? No, we want the select ID from artist. So this particular command will give us the ID, right, of Post Malone, and then we will use that ID over here. We'll check if the ID that we received is equals to the ID of the songs, and if it is, then we will list it. Hopefully this works, doesn't throw any error. I will copy and paste it, and there we go. This is Post Malone. Wonderful. I'll clear the screen again. So the schema, let me close this. Number 7, what are we required to show? That returns the average energy of the songs that are by Drake. Okay, now this is slightly annoying because, not annoying, it's comparatively easier actually. So I'll copy this entire thing. Okay, I'll go to 7. 7 is where we want it. Okay, so what we are doing here is this particular command is going to allow us to get the artist ID, right? So we want the artist to be Drake, which is nice. We can just replace the name, DRAKE, and once we have his ID, what we want to do is we want to return the average energy. We already know how to do that, average energy. So I'll copy this and I will replace select average energy from songs where this. Okay, hopefully this will work. I think it will. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here, and I think that worked. Anywho, let's move on. I'll check what the number 8 is. Query that lists the name of all the songs that feature other artists. Okay, what we will also read is songs that feature other artists, which will include FEAT and period in the name of the song, which makes our lives much easier. I'll close 7, and here what I'll do is select, we'll select name from songs where the name of the song is, as in like in SQL, where the name of the song is like, this is percent and FEAT dot percent. So this percent sign is basically like a placeholder, right? What this allows us to do is, if we were to do like percent FEAT dot, it would mean where the name ends with this, right? And if we were to do the other thing, like the other way around, if we were to do this FEAT dot and then percent, it would mean like the song's name starts with feet. We don't want to do that. We want to check if the name contains FEAT dot as an FEAT period, we want to include that, and I think that will work. I'll copy the command here. Okay, I missed something. What did I miss? Oh yeah, right. The name cannot not be in single quotes. I will copy this command and I'll paste it here, and as you can see, all of the songs that were listed have FEAT, as in that feature other artists, which is excellent. Okay, so we are done with 1 through 8.sql, and now we have to complete the answers, right? Answers.txt. What you will see is, if you come down, we are required to answer these particular questions. If songs.db contain top 100 songs from one listener's habit 2018, how do you characterize their audio aura? And similarly, hypothesize why the way that you represent his or her aura may be incorrect or inaccurate, right? But the thing is, we don't really need to answer these questions. If you want to, you can dive into Spotify Wrapped, how audio aura works. But what you can also do is just copy and paste the entire command that we did. So I'll paste the first command that we used, similarly the second command that we used. For some reason it works, it shouldn't, but it does, so let's just save time. And finally 8, I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. So this should get the trick done. So to check our solution, we will first need to get out of SQLite. So I'll say exit, and okay, this is incorrect, dot exit. Okay, here we are. Once we are here, the very first thing that we will do now is we'll come here in our requirements, and then we will select the correctness code, come here, paste it, and let's wait for a moment. Alright, as you can see, all green, which is excellent, right? The next thing that we will do is, let me clear this, we will submit it, and we'll paste the submit code, and it will ask us whether or not we are sure to submit, which we are. By yes, press enter, and command click to see your score, open, command click or control click. As you can see, we got full point for our logic, and there is no point for style in this particular problem. So this is how you solve the songs problem of week 7 of CS50. If you want to watch all the other solutions for all the other problem sets, make sure to click on the playlist that is currently being displayed on the screen. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.